Right, okay then. Podcasting time again for all you lovely lot. And we're going to go down the fishing legendary routes and sort of like the inspirational anglers that got us started, aren't we?
Yeah.
Got us started into sort of like the path to where we are now, basically.
Yeah.
But I will warn you, if I see a great big wobbly thing, I'm going to go for it straight away because there's lots and lots of big carp around. There's one coming in now, but we won't go for him. So, for me, John Wilson, the legend that was, bless him, John Wilson.
That's gonna be for everyone, isn't it? Everyone in our... Was that still your era, Rich?
I think it was more like, there was still John Wilson about, but it's more like Matt Hazy sort of era.
Was it?
I was going to say, I'm going to come to Matt Hayes next, but John Wilson...
He's never in John Wilson's league. With no disrespect. John, nah.
But that...
John's God.
For me, I had 3 videos. I had Chub and Tench, Roach and Carp. Chub and Tench was...
He was catching buzzers. Tench on bite alarms.
Tench on the bite alarms. Where he's like, you know, he's gone out into an open water, he's put his monkey climber. He used to love
monkey climbers.
I was obsessed with his monkey climbers. Like, Dad, what's a monkey climber? It's like an animal that climbs trees, you dick. What are you on about? He says, no, I'm watching John Wilson. Oh, right, sorry. And then he tried to explain to me, but I still don't understand what they are now.
Monkey climbers.
So Chub and Tench. Tench was the one, that was the Tench one. The Chub one was where he was on...
he's on a big bend on the River Wenton.
Big bend on the River Wenton where he's doing this sort of like fingers through the line, casting his centre pin. Oh, it was so good. He's like casting it miles as well. Roach and Carp was the other one. So the Carp was where he fished on a surface float. I remember him fishing for carp. And then he sort of like went onto this like nicky nacky new pond with like an old dead tree.
It was,
and he's got a massive carp.
High up on the tree.
That's it. Yeah, and he puts his sunnies on, and he puts his shades on.
And he's fishing with mussels on the hook.
Mussels on the hook.
You saying about trees?
Yeah.
Passion for angling, where, what is it? He's up the tree, fishing out, uses a blow, I don't know if it's Redmire or the other one.
Where Richard Walker caught that Clarissa,
that's
wasn't
Redmire.
it? That's
that's Redmire. But I can't remember which one it was, where he'd put the scarecrow in, so they got used to them being round him. Was like blowed up.
No, they were two different ones.
Were there?
The scarecrow one, they were the same episode, but 2 different fish. Yeah, it was Chris Yates. No, Chris Yates did the scarecrow, where he left it for a week in pre-bait, and then he became the scarecrow.
Yeah.
Similar to your days fishing, becoming a scarecrow.
You know.
And Bob did the out the tree one when he was. And he didn't cast it. He fired his bait. He wasn't feeding it with a blowgun.
And then he's hooked it and he's launched himself in.
Yeah, he both himself in.
He was committed to that, wasn't he?
That's fair play to catch that fish. Imagine that was a skimmer, you'd be right pissed off, wouldn't you?
But he's just seen it pick up his bait.
Oh, he has, hasn't he? So it's safe. But yeah.
But saying that, you did go to mug a carp earlier and then a skimmer's like snuck in and gone.
I didn't.
Fair play, it has. And the other one, I can't remember what it was. It's something in trout. There's another one in trout. I think
pike and trout.
Was it pike and trout? It could have been pike and trout.
And he went out on the boat.
On his boat, so he had his larder, I think it was, back in the day, with his boat on top of it. Rode it all the way out, and there's a massive spoon, like.
I didn't think you were going to go down this route. I thought you were going to go down that. You've got
wait, I said it.
Fishing legend.
Jay, I said I'd. They are though, aren't they?
This is better than match fishing.
Mate,
this is better. This is
fishing. I will get to like the match fishing.
How have you not mentioned the bream one, where it's like.
That was because that wasn't original.
That was an original one.
Well later.
I'm talking about original. Like, when he caught them magic ones, wasn't it?
Do you know what he was on that? The roach and what was the roach and carp on? The roach one. He was on the tidal river Bure
in St Benet's Abbey. Yeah, boy. Wasn't he? And his like stick float's like 5 miles away, innit?
Yeah.
Like, and then he pulls his net out at the end where he's got it hooked onto his boat, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's on that pump kind of thing. Oh my days, that's taking me right. But I'm gonna have to watch the VHSs tonight when I get in.
That is a problem.
So from there, obviously, mate, that's amazing.
Mate, that's my original as well. Thinking about it, that's the original John Wilson moment. And do you know what I replicated as a kid? Because I used to go to this lake, Mel's, as well. I'd put my landing net down, and I'd try my hardest to catch a roach, a hybrid, and a skimmer. Do you remember the photo that he had in the net?
And down that dodgy banking, wasn't it, when he was on the waggler?
Yeah, he sat there with them 3, and I've
how many days would it have taken him to catch them? You know what I mean? One of each one.
Net, hasn't he? He had him in his keep net, but he had a roach, a skimmer,
I remember
and a hybrid.
that. Yeah, that's another one, wasn't it?
That was
was that the same one? Roach, right, okay.
That was the cover to the video.
Because they did like 2 or 3 of the different ones, didn't they? The same fish, but with different venues. Yeah. Oh, right, bloody hell.
That was his...
Oh, can we just end it there? I forgot where I'm going to after that. But no, after that, obviously, that's when they started getting into match fishing. And obviously, I'm going to mention him. Kevin Ashurst is one for me. Looking up to him. Bob Nudd, reading all about him. But even like Will Raisin from an early age, when he used to wear his no fear, remember his no fear cap, his flat cap and all that. Just seeing things like that. And Tommy Pickering. I always remember Tommy Pickering when he was in his Daiwa days. I don't know what fishery he was at, but he'd had this massive net of like all sorts, and I always remember with like 2 or 3 koi carp on the top, and I'm like, wow, I want to catch them. He's got his like Daiwa coat and everything, and that's
I can.
He's in it. It's on a catch shot somewhere, and he's got all these koi carp.
And the
was it something like Holdcroft or something?
I don't know, but the name of the advert said it was for rods, and the headline was,
wasn't it?
Yeah, we took everything Tommy Pickery knows and condensed it into 13 foot. That's what the advert said, and he was there with this little,
definitely
a few all sorts of fish in his net.
It was amazing.
Very windy.
It was amazing. And then so obviously from there, that's basically what got me hooked into match fishing. Them kind of people. But just looking back on the pictures, I'm gone through a lot of my magazines, folks, from like the late 80s, early 90s, and there's all them, the All England team, so the likes of Dennis White's in there, Stevie Gardner, Will's not even in it yet, but Kevin Ashers, Bob Nudd, Alan's just about got
Even
in.
Alan was only just start, yeah.
And I went to watch, I don't know if you went, I went to watch the not the Home International, the World Championships at Home Pier Point in '94.
When it was good, or?
No, that's when they had the final there, when Bob Nuddy's, I think it was his 3rd world title, and England won. But they had a blank as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
They must have had another one there, because I used to
they
have...
had one world champs there.
I know, they must have had like a...
And do you know what it's called? It's called Le Grand Freshwater. Yeah. The summer, whatever, 21st Le Grand.
They had a special event there, didn't they? When they all caught loads.
Did they?
Yeah. And it was windy as, because did you ever have the binder, The Art of Fishing? And they had a picture of a pike on the front.
You mentioned this before.
They had that that kids' place.
Thing,
yeah.
They had all newer ones, but there was the original one.
Ghosty?
Was it? Oh, he's too far away.
Yeah,
don't knock him, because he'll take me pole with him. The Art of Fishing, and they had, I think it was like the Super Cup, European Super Cup or something it was called.
I don't know, loads. Wasn't there something where a load of people went over to Denmark? I've seen that on YouTube.
Oh yeah, that was the old Embassy Pier.
Yeah, is that what it was?
And everything back in the day.
No, but it's only like, it was done as a TV programme.
Oh yeah, that was Hooked on Fishing, or Get Hooked on Fishing.
Yeah.
The Scottish fella presents it. No, the Irish fella, sorry, presents it.
Is it?
Yeah. They had Ivan and Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they still have them. I watch them now and again on YouTube.
They are on YouTube, yeah, I'm going to watch them. But yeah, that's what got
What
me
was
started.
the most inspirational? I was going to go next. Mine's the same as you.
It is, isn't it? You watch all them kind of people and you're like, yes.
Yeah, they're what really got you.
Kim Milsom as well, he's another one. He don't fish anymore.
Grand Western Tench, I watched Kim doing.
Is that one?
That was a tench video on the Tiverton Canal. Yeah, the Tiverton Canal.
I always remember drawing
and that's where he had a hangy pot.
And that's where you got it from?
That's where the first time I saw a hangy pot, Kim Milson.
First time I ever saw him was at Shrewsbury on the River Severn. I drew near him, and I was catching a few, but I was doing rubbish, so I could see him catching also. I just went and sat behind him. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just
proper had that aura.
And there's a bloke, do you know why I play carp under the water now? It's ever since a bloke called Mike Stone. Do you remember Mike Stone?
He won Kamasan.
Yeah, he did win Kamasan, like early 90s, I think it was, before me, Richard. I always remember him doing a feature, I can't remember where it was, on like carp, they're fairly new, and he was playing his fish. He was saying like, put your pole right under the water, so sometimes it touches the bottom and the carp will come back towards you.
This is before puller kits.
Yeah, that's why I've always played my carp like that ever since.
Can we talk about how effective it was with the new 901?
No.
Well, we can.
Yeah, but I didn't put it under the water, did I?
No, you did. That was a problem, wasn't it?
Yeah, but no, the section just came apart, Rich.
Right.
The section came...
Save that for calamity on features. We're going to do that next.
Oh yeah, we'll do that on the features. Yeah.
That's a good...
The section came apart.
No,
I've got a right good one for that one, actually. But yeah, we'll go into that in a bit.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll do it.
But yeah, Mike Stone, that's why I play fish like I do, so he's another one. But it's just amazing.
Things.
Just so good. And then obviously you get to fish against him. Remember when they had the knockout cup? The pole fishing cup, whatever it was, the dreaded knockout cup.
Then?
Not against him, but I got to fish against like some of these people, like Darren Davies.
Oh, you were in the original one where it was.
What I mean?
It wasn't a match; it was one-on-ones.
Yeah.
The original ones that you got to. I never got to do them.
Oh, Jay.
Is that what the dreaded knockout cup?
Yeah, before it became
the pole fishing cup. To start, I'd done the pole fishing cup and all that.
It was just heads.
So almost like that Super Cup is now.
1 versus 1.
Yeah, but it was just celebrity anglers, wasn't it, or whatever. But yeah, and I don't know if it was drawn or I think it was drawn.
It was drawn. Apparently they all drew the names out of the hat in the office and then obviously just paired them all up and that was it.
Yeah.
But Darren Davies drew home against me. He took me on the Grand Union Canal.
I remember that. You bashed him up.
Well, I didn't bash him up.
You
but
beat down on. You did. You
on
got a
the
load
canal.
of pitch.
£12 to like £9 it was.
On the worst Maver box on the planet.
Yes, I didn't even have my foot plate. And then
Yeah.
after that, I drew Kieran in the next one, the 7, and he beat me. He had a massive roach. He beat me by 10 ounce.
Did he?
Yeah.
I remember
But
he was
that's
side
how
of
it's
the
like.
bridge.
Yeah, that's right.
I remember that.
I
used to look up to you. What was going on there?
That doesn't happen
What
anymore.
happened there? Only briefly.
I've had a few people say that to me. I'm like, why? Yeah, I don't anymore, Andy. But yeah, back in the day, maybe. Not anymore. You're shit now. All right, cheers.
Yeah, what a flipping heck. That was a...
What? So yours is like similar to mine then?
Yeah.
So yours will be a different one. Yours will be like Carper's, will it, Rich? Tessa.
I think like the initial, like you were saying with the go fishing with John Wilson stuff,
Yes.
it was more, it was always on, I think it was Discovery Shed at the time, because it was always had it on at like 6 till 8 in the morning, so you could watch it before
Men and
school.
Motors it used to be on.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
I think that's what Discovery Shed became, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because that was like...
Do you remember that other one? What was that other one with Nick?
Screaming Reels.
Screaming Reels.
That's just bizarre, wasn't it?
Yeah, but they always had a match fishing section that was quite
Did they?
good. Like a little period of match fishing.
They had Kevin on it on one of them, didn't
It was
you?
like,
In
it was the
Ireland,
equivalent of a fishing version of Euro Trash, wasn't it? It was
Yeah,
just like,
wasn't it?
Trying to make
random
it all
ads.
weird and bizarre.
Yeah, it was
and-
right weird. But it was good.
And so you're like more Matt Hazy, because we've not even mentioned Matt Hazy, we've got to have him mentioned as well.
Yeah, because that was more...
It's like a Wish version of John. That's what Matt Hayes
it
is.
was
I'm
good
sorry
though,
to upset anyone, but Matt Hayes is a Wish version
It
of John
was
Wilson.
always awkward. He used to like, Dad, look at him, he's doing it again, where he's put his rod over there and wind in like that. Oh, he's doing it again. You know what
Matt
I mean?
Hayes did.
Like you do now.
But you can't talk about like people winding in weird without mentioning Polly as well.
Yeah, but Polly's
Like-
amazing.
Yeah,
Polly's
Polly's
legend.
coming
just-
up in a minute for when it comes to match fishing
But
legends.
that's made it way more complicated than it needs to be as well, doesn't it?
Mate, he's just showing you how used to shell by bashing you up and doing it.
Yeah,
like
I'm
a
gonna
boat.
bash you up and swap hands halfway through casting.
Yeah, it's like Ronnie playing left-handed when he's proper ruining you, isn't it?
Ruining
It
is
does, just like, starts off the game. Just
I have just fed. I've just fed, and immediately there's one.
Right, sorry, I'm going, folks. I'm going.
you're gonna make it very
Right, go on,
complicated.
carry on.
You have to
So, yeah,
quit.
so Matt Hayes and...
Yeah,
like
so-
that.
Anyway,
so
go on,
that-
I'll babble a bit while you try to catch that.
That Matt Hazy era was always good.
Yeah, he's gone,
But
hasn't he?
but I think after that,
Oh, ghosty,
Where,
coming
where,
through.
where?
Two of them coming here.
Where?
Just coming into
Oh,
the
yeah.
deep dark water now. If you catch a ghosty, then I'm not going to say you're my hero again, but...
Huh?
Oh, he's going to have it. He's going to catch one. How did you miss them?
oh,
There's another one coming behind them.
you've missed the opportunities to be the first person to mug a carp on a podcast.
Oh, yeah, but how did he miss him? Because that looked perfect.
Wow.
I don't think his rig's deep enough.
So, but yeah, after that sort of Matt Hazy, John Wilson-y stuff,
Yeah.
I did like John Wilson, but he always, it seemed dated at the time.
It will have in your era though, because I bet you he was nearly finished filming by the time you were
Yeah,
watching them.
like he was doing, what was the one he did that
Around
was,
the Worldy one when he went a bit. Oh,
Yeah,
that
he
was
did.
another good one, the Marcia one in India.
Oh, John
watch that
Wilson.
one?
Yeah, that was brilliant.
That was an amazing one.
that always, like, that was a bit that annoyed me on it, I think, was because it wasn't something you could go out and do. It was like
but
fishing for tench or something,
do you know what'll
yeah.
be different though? How old are you when you're watching it?
What about rod racing?
Like,
we need to, yeah. What about, we need to like
10,
a rod
12,
racing thing,
no,
don't we?
Yeah.
12, 13 probably, that sort of age.
I was like young though when I'm watching it. Like John Wilson starting, he's going the other way. Oh yeah, that's happening. Come on.
They've suddenly
They're
got
a bit
clever,
deeper,
haven't
aren't they?
I reckon these are the ones I've caught. Come back to have round two, aren't they? Yeah, I was like young, so it was all the magic and the
Yeah.
was there. But anyway, so match fishing, go on to match fishing, because we're going to be here for days if we just talk about everything. And we touched on them as well already, haven't we? Like you
Go
had
on.
Kevin as your first. Kevin will be different to you though, because he's like local.
Yeah.
It was
That's all
weird.
he
Not
was
quite
like.
as mythical, but
I always remember, so like junior presentation, I won, I think it was a limb points for the junior section when I was 10.
go get that one.
And we went to a prize presentation in Warrington, and Kevin was presenting the awards, and I just remember where's my hand gone? He had these massive hands and just
Did he?
shaking his hand. Well done, laddie. You know what I mean? It's just amazing.
you?
Just like couldn't talk like that. Hey, you Kevin, just
Well, yeah.
I'm still like that now when I see him like oh, it's just amazing. But yeah, no, he's the main one.
Aside from that, go on, because we were on about features, because I like features that provided inspiration as young. 'Cause you'd literally, I don't know about you, I'd see features in magazines, be it Polly a lot of the time because lots of the fishing we were doing then, commercials didn't exist.
No.
Like they actually didn't, did they?
No, didn't.
When we were both proper young, like less than 20, or less than 15. And it was all little fish. They were the people. So Polly was God, wasn't he?
Yeah, Mark Pollard, unbelievable.
Anything with a canal, Polly was God.
Yeah,
and I wanted to emulate that, like squat fishing with Polly. And Dave Barrow as well.
Dave Barrow was.
That's when Dave were big. Dave's little now, and he's tiny now when you see him. But Dave Barrow as well. I remember watching him again on that. What did I say it was called? That binder. Art of Fishing. He did one of them. Every month it was a match. Like one feature was a match, and I remember Dave did like feature 3 or 4.
So was that like the original live matches?
Yeah.
That's what
it was, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like it actually was.
He created live matches.
I wonder who did the first one then. Yeah, that was the first ever live matches.
The first one I remember seeing was when commercials really come on the scene was Moreland's Farm and Dave Harrell.
Caught all them roach on squats.
And then
bream on squats.
Massive big bream on squats.
That was an actual video. Ones. That was a filmed one.
Yeah.
He actually filmed that, yeah.
What, like put it out on VHS or something?
Yeah, it was. Dave Harrell. I think he did a few, but that was the memorable one, wasn't it? Because he went to try and catch a carp, and they were spawning, so he just clattered.
They were like £5 to £7. I remember our fishing match on that Meadowpool once. I had my bestest ever match weight, £23, and I had a £6 bream in it.
Did you?
Oh, I was like, this bream like that. Oh my days! Like, Andy, put it in your net. Yeah, but look at it. You know what I mean? It's like when I showed that ghost carp off. Yeah. But yeah, it's amazing how much come on. But like, it's amazing anglers like that you know, a lot of them are still around and
still just as good as they were then.
Yeah, it's just you never lose that watercraft or that quality, do you? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just phenomenal.
See, this makes me a bit sad. I've never had that in match fishing.
No, you
popped
up in the digital area.
What about carp fishing? What about the likes of what's the one with the long hair?
Terry.
No, not Terry. Is it Julian something?
Julian Nah.
Yeah, what about him and
what's his name?
Julian Cundiff.
Oh, right.
Nash, Kevin Nash and people like that. And
no, I think it was pretty much my era of carp fishing was like Terrier and Dave Lane.
Dave Lane?
They were like the main two.
Was he Lane's baits?
No, because Dave Lane, that was the weirdest point where kind of those sort of people became almost real, because it was the first, tackle and gun show.
All right. Okay.
I just started working at little tackle shop by us and ended up going to that. And Dave Lane was on it'd have been the JRC stand at the time. And it was just one of those where you just like chatting away. He's just talking you through a few products and you're just like, this is really weird. You're Dave Lane. And like you're talking to me and I don't know what to say.
I remember Bob Nudd signing me a little jotter. I took my school jotter to the Go Fishing Show at NEC. And like waited in line for ages, Bob Nudd signed it.
I had a moment there that something went. Do you know what I did when I was proper young? How old will I have been? I'll have been less than 15, proper young. And it was a bait and Mia, and they had like a Fish with the Stars day. I think Angling Times did it for kids. Yeah? You might have even been one of the anglers there.
No, not back then, mate. Look at hell.
Hey, when I say it, you might go, wait there, I did that. And I swear, there was 100 kids fishing, they all got dictated a peg, and then all the celebrities coming. And I had like, Tommy came to see me, Keith Arthur came to see me when Keith was fishing.
Right, okay, yeah.
Honest, I'm sure Alan was there as well. I think Will was there. Everyone was there. I remember this kid's there. I just popped in my head that I did that.
I need to mention Keith Arthur as well. He did one on Dovecot Lake with a young lad, Lee. I can't remember his name, but he like teaching him, and he had his like old style Conti box. That's another one. That's another VHS I need to watch again as well.
Like there's so many.
Memories are all coming flooding back.
This one.
You missed out on it, didn't you, mate?
I just had it different with carping. It's not worth mentioning a lot of it because you won't have any idea who a lot of it is.
Terry.
John Wilson blanked me at the NEC. I asked him for an autograph and he just like walked by.
Did he?
Yeah.
He wouldn't do that.
He did. Nah, looked me in the eye and was like, "No, you ginger bastard."
Did he actually? No, he wouldn't have done that.
No, I think I was just like,
went into like
proper just.
But I don't know what.
He may have been going to Lou or something and really needs to go.
No, it was after a talk or something, and I don't know. I just probably didn't.
Probably went for a drink. He needed a drink.
Bless him.
You don't know what he's gone through.
At least he wasn't charging like 10 quid for an autograph like Matt Hayes was doing at the time.
Was he really?
Yeah, he had a store. Like literally, that's what. I think that must be the first NEC show that I went to. Is it Go Fishing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just remember a massive line, and it was like charging like tenner for autograph, or you could pay 20 quid and get it on the cap or something, and it was just a massive line.
That's wrong. Don't get me started on that. I'd unleash on that. At least John just tells you to do one, doesn't charge you.
John just blanked me, didn't charge me.
Yeah, don't read the
Oh,
tell. Do one, ginger kid.
Yeah, inspirational anglers. There's lots of them, but they're the main ones, aren't they?
I like miss all of that. Like really, it doesn't exist as much in fishing.
No,
now.
definitely not. I think it's because obviously social media. There's so many of them now, and you know, you just see these people all the time in the magazines, don't you? And
yes, we do, but I don't think it is for the kids anymore. Not the same. Because that magic isn't there. You have to listen to us Wallies talking every week. We're bad role models.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
sorry,
we had John
models.
Wilson and all that. These poor kids have us.
They've got us.
That's a bad deal.
But it's almost like bridge the gap a bit, because you can go on Facebook and like add them as a friend, comment on the stuff. They'll like people reply to you. It's almost lost that barrier.
Happens is you realise they're a bell end a lot quicker than when you don't actually meet them and they're only a magazine.
Speak for yourself, Jamie. Speak for yourself.
Well, isn't it?
But yeah, I suppose
that's what happens.
It's them kind of matches that they fish. Obviously, they want the amount of matches then that there are now. So you'd only see them like maybe once a year or something. Whereas now you can go to the same venue week after week and see people like you, couldn't you? You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. And you'd still blank them, wouldn't you, Jay?
No, I'm nice most days.
You are nice, mate. You are nice.
Most days.
We jest.
If it's caught a few, is all right.
Yeah. To be fair.
Yeah, if I've had a bad one, don't come and tell me.
Yeah, don't go anywhere near them.
Is there anywhere it's almost like you've drawn next to your hero and it's been really weird?
Oh, where you've been proper wow.
Oh yeah, so Will.
All.
Yeah, I'm going to say, Will. I drew next to Will at Whiteacres. I was doing really well. So the third day we were on the Match Lake Pollowing. I drew 15, Will drew 16. And we were doing really well. I think I was leading the festival overall, and Will was like second or third. And he won the section with £96, and I've had like a big 80, like an 88 or an 89 pound.
Playing,
but it's these skimmers that he's caught, you know what I mean? He's just like, that was Black Idaho days and all that. And I've chucked out a John Allerton 13-foot waggler rod and it's gone under. I didn't really know what I was doing, like wallets, had a massive carp and all that, you know what I mean?
Have you?
I didn't know what I was doing.
He was impressive and you bodged it. Is that what we're getting at here?
He was amazing. He was so good. Like, he's chucking, he's just like, I just like kept looking round and like, look back, where's my float gone? Like, missed that one. But I was just like,
busy watching Will.
And then he beat me again on Twin Oaks. He was behind me, so I had to like proper look behind me to see he was on another lake, and he beat me on there as well.
But he is genuinely, I think, the only match angler that almost has that aura about him.
Still a bit mythical.
I don't know why. Like, because
you don't see him very often.
Yeah, I've only ever. All my match fishing, I've been out doing features, so it's never really bothered us. And
we'll get him on. Should we get him on?
Be nice, isn't it?
It'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
But yeah, he's the one that. Well, it was when I was drew behind you at Woodlands on that qualifier.
Woodlands
First.
Oh yeah. Well,
and he was there. That was like I think the first time I've seen him, and even then.
Did he talk to you?
Yeah, it was sound like it wasn't anything.
He's amazing.
Like it was being, it wasn't being weird or anything, but I was just like, ooh.
He's amazing.
So I kept looking down. There's like scooping fish like 3 foot under the water. How'd you do that?
I'd have that he's still the mythical one, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Again, because we don't get to mix with Will. We don't see him as often as we would like Alan or. I think Bob would be the same, but.
Bob's amazing. I've only met him a couple of times. He's just like, as everyone says,
he'd
proper
definitely
gentleman.
give you a signature straight away.
He's amazing. Yeah. But
that one coming?
Just phenomenal.
I think Ollie's probably ruined Alan's.
Yeah, Ollie's spoiled. Ollie's your point.
No,
no, don't spoil Alan. Him. He's spoiled Alan by taking the piss far too much.
There's a ghostie coming through them pads.
Is there?
I was fishing this lake the other day, and I went to mug a ghostie, but it took me right into pads.
Right, what where are we on then? I think we had a nice summy uppy one. We babbled for ages about that.
Yeah, we have. But it's good though, isn't it? Yeah, it's one.
I'm hoping that like reminisces it for everyone. Are you going to catch one?
Yeah, we need comments below of who your ultimate angling legend is.
It only took you 3 days.
All right.
So you got to keep filming now, so he lands this.
Yeah, we'll have him.
Thank you. They are well behaved, aren't they?
Hey, they're nice and big though, aren't they, as well?
Yes, large.
Is there anyone that's been a disappointment when you've actually?
No.
Yeah, we can't say though, Rich. Even if we
You could.
Now, I had talked about my bashing up days first.
Oh yeah, do that while
I've had 2, and both of them absolutely ruined me. And it was one of the ones was the first time I met actually Alan. Was at the Oaks on Cedar Lake before New Lakes were there, and I remember he bashed me up. It was when we were running around after Camasan.
Where on?
We'd gone the Oaks. Me and my mates had gone up the Oaks for 50 peggers.
Yeah.
Assessor, yeah. And Alan bashed me up. He had, I can't remember, I think he had £100, and he caught mostly eyed on meat shallow down middle.
As you do.
Absolutely ruined me. And the other one were ringer in a fish show qualifier at Woodlands Thirsk.
Oh dear.
Oh, oh, you've got the poshest one.
That's rather large, that, Jamie.
Yeah. Yeah, we're ringer proper roomy. I drew an MPEG on Kestrel as soon as you walk through the gate, standard. And he was the one next to me, and he bashed me up on a feeder in a fish show qualifier, and both of them were wow moments.
Come on.
What size of that?
Is it massive?
Yeah.
Like massive?
Yeah. Not slim.
Don't
Gel now.
Don't lose him. It could be the first mugged
Our first
podcast
mugged
he caught.
fish on podcast.
Look how quiet I've gone.
I'm going to tell all the people listening on the radio that it's just a skimmer and you're fannying about with it.
You sounded very
again?
old then, listening on the radio.
Listening on the wireless.
Can't get them in as easy as you though, J lad.
No, you lifted your ball up too early, haven't you?
Yes.
You got giddy, didn't you?
I did get very, very good.
Got giddy. Got giddy because it flapped at you.
It's not that big.
It's a babby. If I looked at
Brooksy would definitely think about swinging
It is swinging. I just got a bit giddy, didn't I, too quickly. Too giddy, too
There's very
quick, too
limited
early.
time left before I have to reset cameras, so
Oh,
you better
yeah.
get him in quick.
Shall we be your gilly?
You catch me fish for me, mate, so you might as well be my bloody netting as well.
Well, he might be massive. He might be a massive one. How good's this? This is proper. I've loved being back here today. Never get to come to Hampton Springs anymore, and it's so nice being here.
When was the last time you come?
I fished it recently, but I haven't fished it for carp. I fished here probably 12 months ago at a silverfish match. But this was one of my first commercials I ever fished this.
Oh, Jamie, how'd you get him in that net? He's not happy now, is he?
Honest to God.
It's a good job it's a podcast and not a live.
I tell you, made me catching fish for the last month.
I haven't
That's all I'm
caught.
saying.
I've
How to
caught-
practice.
I'm not used to these rods. I'm used to bloody lifting dogfish up from like 28
Spider
feet.
crabs.
And spider crabs. I ain't caught a proper fish for 3 weeks.
Come on, fishy, fishy, fishy.
But yeah, what was like your era down here then?
Almost initial, one of my first commercials, this.
Was it?
Yeah, it used to be the best multi-species commercial ever. It still is now. But then it was. Used to be, he'd have loved it. He'd have never gone anywhere else. Used to be full of chub and
I never
barb
like
and
fished
head.
it proper back in the day, you know what I mean?
Didn't you? How big is he?
He's
Same as the others.
about as big as your first one, I'd say.
Was he?
Yeah.
A lovely-
Nice.
Just,
Yeah,
we're going to
nice.
finish it with him.
Yeah, we're going to finish with Andy releasing a lovely big mud carp.
Yeah, I better not show it you because he's still a bit lively.
Just hold it up in the net so we can.
I can't even get the blooming hook out.
Then barbs, he didn't half stick in. You got it.
There we go, you lovely lot.
What are we giving him?
He's
12.
£14. £13.
definitely 13.
Lovely.
Ta-ra!